name's Adu. I run a coaching company called Interscope, and we work with learners and leaders nationwide. We've been working with in predominant.
Right, James, welcome to the podcast. It's an absolute pleasure having you. We'll start by you introducing yourself.
Interview number 2 of the day. It doesn't look like they're showing up. 10:16, maybe wrong, maybe a bit premature, we'll see. But yeah, it's a frequent thing. It's very frustrating. They book their time slots. They select the day and time that is most convenient for them. It's not like we're calling them and saying, "Oh, can you do this time? We need you at this time." They get sent a Calendly link and they very openly book the time that's most convenient for them. Then they'll get communication double checking they're still available and reminding them about their interview. And then we still have no-shows, and it's really frustrating. Obviously it's a waste of time. It ruins the flow. Obviously it's part of it, potentially gets your hope up thinking about these people that you're interviewing and their CVs, but it's more of a time thing. And we've discussed it in the office, a few of us. And I think job-seeking websites, for example, we heavily use Indeed, should have a function similar to Airbnb and other platforms where you can review people. Not to put negative things on there, but let's say Indeed, if we were able to feedback and review when interviews are arranged, did they show up, and things like that. It would also, the main aim is people would show up or they'd reschedule because they wouldn't want that negative review. So lots of people may jump to thinking it's going to put people in a bad light and it may impact their next interview or their next job they go for. But the reality is they just wouldn't do no-shows. They wouldn't not show up. They would just communicate. They would just say, "Really sorry, I can't make it," which is no issue. We just want to be communicated with. But that small function would save business owners, recruiters, and everyone involved in that process so much time. So that's my little snippet of information. Indeed, you need to do it. Or if you do it, let me know. You're going to move, sir, otherwise you're going to be in my picture.
Oh, sorry, mate.
I don't care.
Guys, we're changing your back.
7:11. It is Wednesday. Heading into the office, need to unlock it for the people doing the refurb. We had a bit of a keys issue yesterday, so I had to take the keys, which also means I need to be there to open up for them this morning. So I spent a little bit of time in the office, nice and early. I need to send out some employment contracts for our new starters in September. And then I'm heading down, we're having a managers meeting. It'd be good to regroup kind of in the middle of the summer holidays, see where all that, see what needs to be done prior to September to make sure we don't have any, or to avoid as much kind of end of September or end of August, start of September rush. Yesterday I went and collected a table and chairs off Facebook Marketplace, which we got for one of the nurseries to put in like the staff area or the meeting room. And yeah, it was a interesting event trying to get it in the car. It took 2 journeys, and now I've still got the 6 chairs in the back as well, so I'll drop them off today also. But yeah, so general update, we are deep into both refurbs. So the nursery refurb, we've got pretty much all the painting done. There's a little bit left to be done outdoors with the fences and the wooden climbing frames and stuff. So what to be done in the nursery is the flooring, so the sheet vinyl to go down. And then once that's done, we'll be in a really good position to start building the furniture, getting the furniture delivered, and building and making up the setting ready for the open day, which is not this weekend, next weekend. So yeah, busy. It's going to be a busy next week. The flooring hopefully should be done by the end of this week. So yeah, busy next week. And then in terms of the office, they've started putting up the petitions, and well, to be honest, they've only actually put up one main wall which is split into 2 offices, and then they've put the rails along where they're going to put the next set of petition walls, but already you can start seeing it to come together, and yeah, very exciting. And everything that is going on right now, it's crazy to think that it will be done ready for September. So going to be a crazy last couple of weeks of August, getting ready for September, but very exciting, very exciting. Really nice when you go into a new academic year, every new term, but especially new academic year, you'll always inevitably have growth. You have new faces, new staff, new management, and it's always nice to have other things to bring to the group. So it'd be really nice to bring the group. We've got the really big 2 CPD days at the start of September, bigger than we've ever done before. So that'd be a really positive educational way to start for the staff, and then to be able to bring nice new nursery settings, a nice, much more professional office. I think it's going to be great for the team, and hopefully we see some great results. So, already looking very different. So this here will be the hallway. There'll be a door here that goes into one office, and then here will be the door that then goes into the open plan office. So don't worry, this needs to be gutted. This will become the open plan office with the pool table, and probably have about 10 desks in here. Then this side, as we can see from here, there's another wall going up here, and that bit partitions off the large kind of that large meeting room. So you'll go through a door here, then this space here will be another kind of small open office. The plan is to have some kind of seating waiting area here. We'll have a door here which will go to the very big meeting room where we have our group meetings, and then here the aircon unit's been moved over, and then here we're going to have 2 small meeting rooms. So yeah, a lot to be done, but already starting to feel and look very different. Get the vlog for Sydney. Aircon unit has been moved, so it was there, I believe. It's been moved to there because then the wall's going to come down here. Door frames start going on. Hello. Right, today we are going to load up the car. I'm going to give you a tour of where the office is at, give you an update on that, as that is progressing along nicely, and really see the layout and the vision coming together. Then we're going to get a few resources and stuff, and then we're going to head down to the nursery as well, because it is only a couple of days until our open day. So yeah, final bits coming together down there as well. But before we do that, I accidentally ordered all the nursery resources, a huge amount of them on Amazon, and accidentally when you press buy now, and it doesn't let you change the address that was selected was for home, so I need to load all those bits in the car to get them down to the nursery. Right, so we're now at the offices and they're starting to come along nicely. So here at our doorway, there obviously never used to be any walls, But now we've got the door here that goes into the first office, and then we've got another door here that goes into the second office. If I turn you around, obviously looking very plain, needs to be all be done. This goes into the open plan office. And then this goes into it's got all the meeting rooms. Handles have just been put on, which is starting to make it look real. So 2 meeting rooms come along nicely, they're waiting for the glass. And this is our big room, which I believe you've already seen. So, coming along, it's not going to be finished this week. We were hoping it would be, but it's not. It will be finished next week. We're a little bit concerned about the noise. So we had 2 options with the walls. There was a thicker option for the walls, which obviously would have been better with the noise cancellation, but the price was a lot, and already the refurb is quite a lot of money. So we made the decision from doing a bit of research that we think the walls would be okay as they are. But I really like the idea of the big meeting room being completely sound acoustic. And on reflection, what we should have done is the big meeting room should have had really thick walls in comparison to the other walls. There's still lots that needs to be done. So you've got the roof tiles that are all out of place at the moment, so the sound travelling around isn't accurate to what it'll be once it's done. But what we've got is, in the big room where they've built a wall, the other side of the wall is the hallway, and I want that wall to be thicker, but it's a little bit more complicated now. So they're going to put some soundboard the other side. Where you've got the way it's been installed, we have to put like a kind of a fake trim in to tidy it up a bit. And what they've also recommended is that we put a certain thick insulation above the tiles to stop the sound travelling up through the tiles and over the wall. And then when you researched it last night, the walls that we installed have, so let's say roughly 50, I don't even know what the decibels, block or whatever. The tiles, it was like 20. So I was obsessing over the walls, and it appears that the sound, because it's a commercial office and it's just got ceiling tiles that kind of float in place, that actually a lot of the sound can travel up and over those very easily. So we've ordered the insulation, and we'll see how much of a difference that makes. But office is looking good, and looking forward to the finished product next week. We're now back in the car. We're going to head down to Southbourne. We've got a couple of days to the open day, so a lot to do. I think the last few finishing touches of paint are being done today. Going to go pick up some more, and then it's just a matter of building furniture, putting it all in place, and getting set up. So plan on putting animal stickers, possibly world map up there, some trees about, really big blue nice soft rug that will fill that gap. Starting to come together. Good morning. It is 10 to 6. There's a 5 at the start of the time, but all for good cause. Today is, so I was trying to figure out this charger. Me and Cammy have switched cars, so I'm in the Mustang. And yeah, it's all getting used to it. But busy couple of days, haven't really updated you guys. So I had to take the Mustang into the garage. A few bits underneath the car had come a little bit loose. Needed to be sorted out, mud flaps, things like that. Established the tyres needed redoing, so the tyres were redone yesterday. But yeah, we're all in a good place now. Let's get out of here without crashing. So we are in the new office setup at the moment. Still work to do. think it's just white walls everywhere. So yeah, it's a very white office. But we will start making our own as we go. It is the final Friday of the month, which means it's payday. Everything was processed nice and early for the team, and that's something that I definitely need to get better at, is just not leaving that to the last minute. So yeah, but bookkeepers in today, go through all the finances, go through all the bookkeeping, make sure that's up to date and look over numbers. It's also the final day of camps, final day of August. So a lot of camps to close, clean, pack away, and ensure that they're left the way they should for the schools. And kind of something we go across to our staff is, yes, we've been there 6 weeks, but effectively the school should look exactly the same as it did when they left. So need to make sure all staff do that. And Monday is our whole company, or joint company CPD, and then Tuesday is our JC Sports Practical CPD. So very kind of back to back, and it's definitely crept up on us and on me very much. So certain things I wanted to get done that won't be done. Still be very, very good 2 days of CPD, but I would have liked to have got a little bit more done and prepped in terms of kind of like merch and some other bits for the day. But picking up the new coaching kit today, we've got a new local embroidery shop in Petersfield that they're using, very happy about. Pads, pens arrived, which is good. So on CPD day, when everyone walks in, every single person will have a company notepad, a company pen, and little touches that I think go a long way in setting the tone for the day, and how staff feel, as well as just good, obviously, company promotion. But yeah, busy day today. Not too sure I need to check in with Cammy on what we're doing on the weekend, but yeah, we'll definitely be back in on the weekend, trying to get up together and prepared, which is not ideal, but needs to be done. Also need to go see my nan on the weekend. It's her birthday this week, so need to go see her. But yeah, let's crack on. Hello, it is 6:25 on a Sunday, and our staff training is tomorrow morning. I'm in the office still preparing. Yes, I should have done it sooner, but it's been a very busy couple of weeks. So final stage of preparing, putting the slide deck together. We've got JC Sports and JC Little Explorers at the same event. So JC Sports, Curtis as the operations manager, will look after a lot of the training day. I'll only do segments, and then there's also 3 hours specifically that the nursery staff are separate, so I've been providing the slide deck for that as well. But something I want to open up to the staff from tomorrow is our school community, which we are putting all of our online training, online onboarding, everything we can do to educate our staff on that. So I can easily sync up the teleprompter, plug it into the computer, just record through the Loom video function, and it'd be nice and easy. I understand how Loom videos work, and I'd come in the office and just whack them out all back to back. Not the case at all, but I think we're getting there. Let's turn you around and show you what setup we got. So we've got our light. I'll be sat there. We've got a teleprompter. Camera's already in there. And this is the setup. And if we turn it on, you'll be able to see the shot. There's multiple parts of this that are a little bit just stupid. One, I don't use the camera. So that in itself is hard enough. 2, I have no idea how to edit. Ooh, and 3, I've never used a teleprompter. So, we're going to give it a go, see how it turns out.